Hello friends, welcome back to the UCL team builder. It might be the last if I lose this match, because if I lose this match, that is my season 3 career over. I wouldn't even be hurt if I did. Well, I would if you want me to be honest, but I wouldn't, because man, I've been playing bad these past 2 weeks, so I'm going to use that and really reflect and look at these matches. My issue with these past 2 weeks is I've been over predicting on opponents that I don't need to over predict on. Not trying to sound rude, but just it is what it is, you know? So I'm gonna play it easy, play it confident, play it chill. I know a couple of you guys understood what I was saying when I battled against Mo, so I appreciate y'all. But this is the week where everyone I know is really looking forward to 4 p.m. Me and I pretty locked in the last slot to upload our game because everyone wants to watch it, so why not leave it till the end, you know? Hit that like button if you got me below, guys. Subscribe. Here we go. So I got my team already ready, and I got a couple reasons why. I should have it on screen as well, what Nappy's going to be bringing and stuff like that. But I'm bringing the Scarfed Tapu Koko, and this Tapu Koko outspeeds his Flygon. I know it's really messy team building here, but you see, it outspeeds his Flygon by 1 point. Because I know that if he wants to bring a Scarfer, it's probably the Hoopa or the Flygon. So I made it to where it outspeeds the Flygon. That's really convenient. Put the rest in the special attack just because. Because I want to run a physical one because Hoopa's physical defense is so frail that a U-turn at min does like 154. So it guaranteed Okos. There's literally no way this Hoopa lives this. Unless he has like Tonga Berry, which I got the right berry, right? Tonga is bug. Yes, unless he has a Tonga Berry, that is the only way this Hoopa will be able to live a, actually, no, even with a Tonga Berry? Let's check. Please tell me I copy and pasted it in here. I have a lot. Oh, I did! Smart Boy Nexus. So let's just change it to a Tonga Berry. And let's also make it level 50. So yeah, if he has a Tonga Berry, he lives. 77 and 91. But if I have Rocks up, I still have a 31% chance to OHKO it. So, not too worried about it. Again, like I said, with this Koko, outspeed everything and anything on his team. Literally everything. Barring even a Scarfer. The only Scarfer that I would not be able to outspeed if it's like a max speed Crobat. See? If it's max speed Crobat Scarfed, I'm not outspeeding that. Or you could just creep. There's no way he sees that come. But he's also building with Leo. So maybe he will. But yeah, this Koko outspeeds everything and anything on his team, even Scarfarachi, Scarf Flygon, Scarf Hoopa. Koko's just really fucking fast. +2 Rock Polish. Diancie, so that has like base 50 speed. Diancie speed is fodder. I essentially, like I said again, I outspeed everything. Maybe I probably don't outspeed a +3 Dragon Dance Flygon. But if I were to let a Pokemon as bad as Flygon to get +3, well, then I kind of deserve to lose. But this is Koko. Very interesting strat here. Again, it's becoming physical because of the Hoopa. Hoopa's really frail when it comes to physical. And you see his special defense is huge. So I want to take advantage of that. For those of you wondering how you turn up so much, it's ×4. People always think Hoopa Unbound is a ghost one. No, Hoopa Unbound is the dark one. Hoopa regular form is the ghost one. So like I said again, I made it to where it's 1 point faster than a Scarf Flygon, and essentially outspeed everything on his team. Realistically, he brings one or the other of the ground types, and I don't think he's even bringing Flygon, but in the off chance he does, it will probably be Scarfed. I mean, Flygon's normally ran Scarfed. Even in draft, just because it's so, it's not bad at revenge killing. But yeah, outspeed everything on the team. I think Swamper's 100% coming, so I have to watch out for that, and I literally can't touch it, so I have to watch out for that. That's gonna be the best bet on that. Let me just put this shit at top. Hang on, boys. I need me some water. Alright, so next up, I'm going to be bringing my Victini. I made this thing max speed because, again, max speed Victini speed ties with the Flygon. Which it is unfortunate. It is really unfortunate that it does. But, again, I also don't think he's bringing it at the same time as well as I get the opportunity to speed tie with that Jirachi. And I think the only thing throwing that Jirachi would do to me is like a Shadow Ball. Maybe Water Pulse, Confusion, some bullshit like that. But for now, the thing is expert belt, the way I can be able to hit the things super effective against it, because that's what the Victini is here for. He's kind of here to whittle things down. Wall breaking will be a little rough because V-Create is a really good move, but one of the very few Pokemon in the game that can actually take a V-Create really well, he owns it. It's a Swampert. So that's why I'm also packing Energy Ball. Glaciate is there for the birds, but both birds are really fast, as well as Flygon on its quad. But both birds are really fast, base 130 and base 127, some shit like that. And the Glaciate lowers speed, so it's essentially stronger Icy Wind. So, cause I think Icy Wind is like 55. So it's essentially stronger Icy Wind. It's really good. It'll be able to come clutch. Even if I hit things like Scarf Hoopa, Scarf Jirachi, it slows them down. It just slows them down. Sure, they'll probably start with Victini because, you know, they have Scarf, but it slows them down. You know what I mean? So it'll be able to help out a lot. It'll be able to help out a lot, and it'll be really convenient. And they'll probably outspeed me as well because I have the V-Create, which also lowers speed. So a lot of speed controls you can see with not only the Tapu Koko with the speed control, but the Victini to be able to shift and change the speed control within my favor, which can end up becoming really, really, really handy. I'll be looking forward to that. As U-turn for initiative, I think the best way that I can be able to control this match is momentum. And I'll do the team matchup, and I definitely do the team matchup again. So I'm pretty confident on winning this game. I have the team matchup, regardless of whoever he builds with. But I'm able to control the momentum and control the speed tiering to where this game should be in my favor. Like, I think I'd have to lose certain mons like Koko in order to lose this game. That's why I lost against Mo, because I lost Koko. If I still had Koko, I probably would have won, but I lost by Koko, and well, we saw that. Say what you want, Koko's a monster. I didn't give them nicknames. I didn't. I'm assuming I will. Please hope so. Please hope so. Because I have them Gen, but I think they have them the name. Sorry, Gen? Bread. I have them Bread. Energy Ball able to come clutch as well. He'll probably bring Rindo Berry Swampert. But at the same time as well, I think we'll better deal with the Rindo Berry Swampert. Because sure doesn't one shot. And I know it learns Mirror Coat. But it would just be BM. It would be BM. Because he did that with the Gastrodon to body my Keldeo. So I think at this point it would just be BM. You know what I mean? It would just be BM at this point, dude. It would just be BM. Fuck it. He always has a water ground type. Fuck it. That's how I know he's gonna bring a Rindo Berry. Next up is Banded Crook. I know those of you wondering why Banded Intimidate. I felt like Banded Intimidate will be the absolute best. It comes clutch when it comes to lowering their attack. It's kind of like it has that bulk with it, with that 92 HP, as well as that Intimidate, as well as it can just be able to two-shot everything on his team. It really does just two-shot everything in his team. One shot or two-shot the Jirachi, depending on what it is. One shot Hoopa, two-shot guaranteed Clef. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think I copy-pasted all these throughout our different custom sets. 164. Oh, I did. Good boy, Nectar. Who ya good boy? Who ya good boy? Yeah, as you see, it guaranteed two shots. Max HP, max defense, Clefable. Guarantees, and I also live a Moonblast. I think even with Rocks. Yeah, even with Rocks, it's still guaranteed two-shot. So the Rocks will not matter at all. And I'm just saying this now because people usually come up with crazy shit when me and Nappy battle. No, the Rocks will not matter at all. In the slightest. So, there it is. I'll give it a two-shot. The Rocks will not matter, at least in this specific matchup. So, I brought Iron Tail as well, because you can see Iron Tail does a lot more and a guaranteed two-shots even after recovery. I also brought it as well for Diancie. Diancie can be a little annoying to see from the team, for at least for the first two mons I have, so I have to watch out for that. Pursuit is there to be able to Pursuit trap this Hoopa Unbound. It's really just here to trap this Hoopa Unbound, Bandit Pursuit, and I don't think this calculates when they switch. I think this is just calculating the damage it would do if he stayed in. Again, the worst it could do to me is a Focus Blast, so I have to watch out for that. I think they think it's like Signal Beam as well. Signal Beam does not one-shot me, but as you see, Earthquake does, so I wouldn't really have a reason to Pursuit. At least if the fucking whatchamacallit, if what is it? If I can't think right now. If Crobat is gone, and Pidgeot is gone, and Flygon is gone, I highly doubt he brings all three. But if he brings two out of the three or one of the three, if they're gone, I am free to spam EQ. I can see the Jirachi being Shucka, but I'm free to spam EQ. Swampert will also be here as well. And looking at the damage of Swampert, 45 to 53, which the rocks actually do help in this favor. Because without rocks, I have a very minimal chance. It's a 2-shot. With rocks, I get a 32% chance. So it's a 1 in 3 chance I actually get in order to knock that thing out 2-shot. The worst he could do to me is Scald, which is 59 to 70. That's insane. But if he burns me, it's over. So I have to basically chip this thing down to the point where it's in range, where it's about like 50%, and I'll take that roll of 5%. I will 100% take that roll. I 1000% will. Next up, we have also, you see the speed. It's also here to be able to outspeed Hoopa Unbound if he's not scarfed. Though I do think he'll bring it scarfed. Hoopa Unbound is about 145, so I hit 146. So speed creep and Hoopa is really easy. I mean, I did it as all my Suicune with my Uxie and my Silvally. I have just very fast mons. I'm bringing offensive Suicune this week. Speed creep, Hoopa Unbound. Just at 4 and 4, and then 28 in the HP because I just want to put the remainder in there. Max special attack going absolute max. This thing is a monster. Once set up, I feel like I'll win the game. Like, I actually will win the game. But there's a common trend with us in the UCL where we lose our water mods too early. So we had to lose it too early, or we keep it around, we don't need it around anymore. So yeah, that's essentially what it is. Surf, Ice Beam, and Signal Beam is all I need. Signal Beam is there for quad on the Hoopa Unbound. Surf and Ice Beam, Stab for 1 and 2 for the Ice Beam for things like his Flying Mons and Levitator, like Flygon and the 2 birds. So, and also Chestnut. It'll come in handy with Chestnut. Signal Beam is Neutron Chestnut. So if I think he's gonna go ahead to Chestnut, I probably won't lose anything hitting it. Here's the thing, guys. With this match, I don't lose anything not predicting because I outspeed everything on his team. Nappy's team is incredibly slow. I can hit Signal Beam. He could come out into Crobat, and it doesn't matter if he outspeeds me because if I already have a Calm Mind up, I just kill it then. After whatever damage it took, I kill it then. I mean, even if he decides to Roost, I'll hit Surf, expecting a Roost, and it'll just die. You know what I mean? It'll just die. Or I could hit Surf. I can freely hit Surf if he brings in Rachi. I hit Surf. Surf 2-shot. Or I can Surf the Hoopa if he brings that in. Then I can Signal Beam. Or I can just Surf and spam Surf on the fucking Clef. I think Clef might be unaware, but we'll see. I'm in that situation, guys, this week where I can hit a move, not lose anything, and then basically like hit that move again. Like I could hit Surf and he could bring in Chestnut expecting Surf, and then I could just hit Ice Beam the next turn because I outspeed. I'm able to do things like that. That's why I think he also brings Slowking. We have Signal Beam, so I'm able to do things like that against his draft because it's so slow. Pretty straightforward though. The Suicune, it's just offensive. It does the job. Uxie's here as well. It's super speedy as well. Super speedy. I decided to put that 20 in defense that way that I'll be able to take Hyperspace Fury a little better. Even with the Coldberry, that thing just does a lot of damage. I don't know if I copy pasted this in Showdown, but I'm going to show you guys. I'm not sure what the gears myself as well. Okay, so that's my Uxie set. Let's just assume the worst, and let's assume that he's banded. Yeah, I still take banded Hyperspace. So we're definitely chilling. Even if he's adamant banded, I still take that. So actually looking really good. And essentially, you can see for the damage, U-turn is 82 to 98. If he comes in on rocks, it basically almost OHKOs. Look at that. Basically, a 70% chance to OHKO. Insanity! But I am Lax Nature. I know, weird. You don't really see it in that Lax Nature in draft. Well, here it is. It does have the minus in special defense. I'm going to have to watch out for things. Like what? Like Pidgeot, Clefable, Slowking, Vikavolt, things like that. I have knockoff. To be able to knock off lefties from the Clef. That's mainly the biggest role. You knock off lefties at the Swampert or the Rindo. Or the lefties off Slowking or Diancie or Chestnut. Basically, it's helping with the wall break because I'm knocking off their lefties and it's huge. If you turn like I just saw for the Hoopa, I'm bringing all these bug moves, right? I have Psychic as well just for stab, and then I'm putting a Brock. So pretty straightforward. And last but not least, that boy steals so by the man nigga Smoker. He does a lot when it comes to this week's match. Again, he's speed crept where he outspeed the Hoopa by 1 point. As you can see from the HP and defensive both being 116, this will help me be able to take banded moves a lot better from the Hoopa Unbound. It's the biggest job, as well as to be able to where I won't get absolutely decimated by an Earthquake from a Swampert, as well as Drain Punch from Chestnut, because I think Chestnut's 100% coming since I have Koko and Megalop. Smoker's not a sec. I didn't nickname it this week. So C from Bandit Hoopa. I'll be able to take a hyperspace, and as you can see, guaranteed. So that's where the creep helps out a lot. I guaranteed take it. I guaranteed take Bandit Fire Punch as well. I think I guaranteed take Bandit Drain Punch. I basically, I just live. If he has Rocks up though, see this is where it'll matter because he's 25% chance to Oko me, 25% chance to Oko me, 25% to Oko me. So it's 25 and all of that. So, but this is my defogger, so I basically have to remove hazards as much as possible against in this matchup. But I guarantee 2-shot, which is really nice. And if he's not scarfed, I outspeed it. So realistically, that's just the worst case scenario. If he's like scarf, and probably like scarf Jolly or some shit like that. See the damage there. It doesn't guarantee 2-shot me. Fire Punch and Drain Punch. Hyperspace does. So I'm gonna have to watch out for that. I might change my spread to where Hyperspace doesn't. But right now, Hyperspace guaranteed 1-shots me. So I have to watch out for that. I also don't think he'll run absolute max attack. This is just a worst case scenario. I wish, I mean, if he doesn't run absolute max attack, as you see that, I guaranteed live 2 of them. Not guaranteed 2 of them, sorry. But I guaranteed live 1. So it's a roll for the 2 KO me. And if he's scarfed, this is how much damage he's doing to me. But again, I don't think he's running absolute max attack. Let's just assume he runs like, I don't know, like 128 or some shit like that. Then it's just a hypothetical assumption, you know what I mean? He wants to run like maybe a max HP one, a bulkier one, or some shit like that. I don't know. To be able to take U-turns or some shit like that. We'll have to see. But yeah, I essentially guarantee 2-shot this thing. The biggest important factor while we're bringing him is for Clefable. You see, it guaranteed at min does 50. And that's why he has that attack spread, because it guaranteed knocks it out at 50. Guaranteed. 100% guaranteed. I'm pretty confident he'll run unaware, and if he doesn't, well, that makes my job a lot better. That makes Suicune a lot more threatening. So, guaranteed 2-shot both this and the Hoopa. So we're looking really good at that. Guys, this is it. I've lost. Okay, season 1 at Nappy, I lost, but that was bullshit. He knows it. I know it. Viewers know it. Everybody knows it. Season 2, he traded Gastrodon, and I thought the trade rules didn't work like that. I still have to look into it, but I thought the trade rules didn't work like that, so I didn't think he could do that. Fuck David for doing that shit. And season 3 is just all me. This is me. It's mine. I want it. Also, if I lose this game, I'm not in the playoffs. And I worked really hard throughout the season to get into the playoffs. I know I basically threw my last 2 games, but I really worked hard to get into playoffs here. I mean, I was the #1 team for the first 6 weeks or some shit like that. So, really hoping I do actually win this game, guys. Believe in me, guys. Vote for me, guys. Hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see y'all when the final match happens.